Alright, guys. Hello. This is the greatest podcast you will ever listen to. This is the podcast you want your parents to be there with you. You finally built up the courage to tell them to listen to the podcast with you. So now this is the one. Wake up, Carl. We've been out of the spotlight for a while.
We have?
Yeah, it's been a couple of days.
Oh.
And it's because we've been dealing with a serious private issue that I will talk all about on this podcast. Carl was hospitalized.
Oof.
That's coming up soon. But
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, let's just roll right into the intro. This is the greatest podcast ever presented to you by McDonald's, Starbucks, and extra long-lasting flavor peppermint gum.
You just have to say extra gum.
Extra gum.
Or gum extra.
So yeah, this is Young and Young and Opinionated. Jesus. Yeah. As I mentioned, Carl did go to hospital.
Yeah.
Carl was hospitalized.
That's the thing.
When?
That happened. Monday.
Monday, Carl was hospitalized after going to a regular, clinic?
Clinic, yes.
Carl was hospitalized on Monday after going to a regular doctor's appointment, and it was very early, so I was out of it. The doctors at her appointment saw something in her or something, freaked out, and told her to go to the emergency room in the Sarasota Memorial Hospital.
Thank you for giving away our hospital.
Which room number were you in?
I don't remember.
What doctor was yours?
I don't remember.
How old are you?
I don't remember.
Jesus. So yeah. And then I dropped them off, and then I went home, and everyone was happy, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Not much happened.
Yep.
My aunt was here at the time. She came over for like a week, I think, about a week or something, or less than a week actually.
Yeah.
And then she was like, and she was starting to like think about what it could be, since she deals with this stuff all the time. A lot of illnesses since my grandparents.
Did you hear Dad?
Yeah. And she deals with these illnesses all the time because she knows a doctor, and he tells her everything that he knows. And then my dad started to freak out and just be sad. He entered this weird mode I don't see him in all the time. He's like, just gets down.
What, depressed?
No, he just gets down in the mood. He was just worried a lot. And his blood pressure, he took his blood pressure and it went all the way up to 170. And my aunt started freaking out completely. She was like, no way, not even our grandparents get blood pressure that high. And if they get anywhere close to that, they're almost about to die.
No, they're dead.
They're pretty much dead. They've never gotten that high. And she started freaking out, and that made Dad worried. And he started sweating, and it just looked very, very bad. Does my breath smell bad? What the fuck?
Yes.
Screw you. I'm gonna take an extra mint.
That's not mint.
I'm gonna take an extra gum. Your breath also stinks, so you get half.
Good luck with this.
Alright. What the heck? I love me some extra gum. Find it right now at your local Walmart, CVS, Publix, anything. Gas station, literally anything.
This is expired, by the way.
Okay. It just melted in my mouth.
I know.
Jesus.
You have to chew a lot.
Most of it's gone.
You have to chew. Just keep chewing. Power chew it.
There's nothing left.
Power chew it.
Sorry, it's all gone.
Where did it go?
It just evaporated in my mouth or something. So yeah. And then where was I? Then we went to take my dad to the local doctor. And then when we got there was a big line. They told us to wait, so we went back to the car. And he checked his pressure again. And then it said 116. Very low. And we were like, nah, man, we don't have to go to the doctor anymore. Because if we do, they're going to look at us funny. We're going to claim we had a 170 blood pressure. And then just to show up with a 116 blood pressure. They're going to think we were joking or something. All this time, Carl was in the hospital. And tell us what happened.
Whilst you were all failing at cooking and having high blood pressures,
Screw you.
I was being checked on by doctors and nurses, mostly nurses. I don't know. Well, we got to the ER, and then we had to go into the waiting room, and then we waited there for like an hour and a half, I think it was. No, 2 hours.
Wow.
No, on the brink of 2 hours.
Jesus. It's a lot.
And then, what else? Then we're finally attended. We went into... I actually filmed this part. It was when we first went into the room. And, I don't know how to describe it. It was like a pretty not great feeling. It was like, I'm dying, and this is how I die. There was a TV, there was a counter, there was a door.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
And what happened? What did the doctors first say?
She came into the door. I explained to her my symptoms. She was like, all right, we're going to get a CAT scan, some blood work, and what other? Chest x-ray.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, all right. Never had any of those, but all right. Except for blood work. Blood work was first. They took some of my blood, of course. And while they were taking blood, they already put a tube in my vein. So what they did was, after getting blood, they put in a tube so that the IV could go in.
Yeah. What is IV for people who don't know?
IV is...
You don't even know.
It's basically salted water. It's a drug or other substance to a needle or tube inserted into a vein.
Cool.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah. And what did this do to you?
For the moment, nothing.
Oh.
They didn't actually put the IV in. They put the tube of the IV. And then, after the blood work, what did they do? After the blood work was the chest x-ray. They put a plate in my back.
Whoa.
And then they put up like this camera thing in front of me. Or monitor. And then they were like, okay, take a deep breath. And I was like... And they were like, okay, perfect. You're doing amazing. Yes. Work it. And, yep, that was that. I don't know what they did to me. And then after that, I waited for a whole long while until I went to get my CAT scan. So I was wheeled away in bed. I don't know why.
How does it feel to be, like, driven around in a bed?
Horrible. Horrifying. It's like you have no control over where you're going, who you see.
I think it's pretty cool. Just wandering the hospital in a bed.
It was horrible. Let me tell you, it's horrible. Did not like the experience.
I saw a bunch of people when we went to the hospital in their beds, just cruising around, chilling. And these are old people, just like, hey, what's up?
I was very out of place. One, I was a kid. Two, the only thing I had a blanket for was a flannel, and I was cold.
Dang.
People looked at me weird. I didn't fit in the bed.
Oh.
I was too long. I was far too tall.
Uh-huh.
And then, What else? Oh, yeah. I waited outside for like a few 10 minutes. And then I got my CAT scan. It was the first time I ever got CAT scan. It was very strange. Far more better than an MRI. They basically just rolled me up like a burrito, put me into a machine. It swirled around. I saw a line. Like, I focused my whole heart on that one line.
Cool.
And then I was off. And they finally gave me a blanket. And it was very warm.
And then the results.
I have a brain malformation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations for me, I guess.
But what did the doctor tell you? The first doctor?
Now, you see, my first doctor came to me. He asked me about my symptoms. I told him about my symptoms. He was like, why are you here? What makes you special? Why are you in the ER?
Oh my goodness.
Why are you wasting my time? Why are you here?
I feel attacked for you.
Put a mask on right now. I don't want your germs. Your disgusting germs near me.
I think we could sue.
And then I was like, okay. Ugh. And then at the end, he was like, okay, I want some of your pee.
Jesus.
And you know what? We're going to ship you off. We're going to put you into an ambulance, strap you down, and we're going to ship you off to St. Petersburg. You're going to see a neuroscience surgeon there, and he's going to cut you open. He's going to fix whatever's going on, and then you should be good.
Oh my goodness.
Any questions? I don't care. Okay, goodbye.
And then this is the point where it all broke down.
It is not a happy day to hear that you're gonna die. I think most of everyone can agree with that. I said most of everyone, you mother. Hello. And you know, the way I was talked to, and the way it was explained to me, I did not like that. Nor was I having it.
Carl just broke down.
I don't know why Mom always says when she tells us I was like sobbing. I wasn't.
And then what were you doing?
I was just crying. I was like, you know when tears fall? I was just like that. I wasn't.
Jesus Christ.
I was just. Alright. I'm gonna go. This is how I died.
This is it.
I was born like this. I was gonna be taken out like this.
Mom called us at home crying. She's like, she's really bad right now. We just got the news. They want us to take my ambulance. And she was crying. She was like, oh, Carl's also crying.
I don't know why she had to bring that up constantly.
So, yeah. And, yeah.
You were here at the house. How did everyone react?
Everyone was just, like, silent for a while. I was like, shoot. They were just in thoughts. Like, oh, man. I could see Dad's face. He was, like, just processing everything in his mind, all the scenarios. My aunt was, like, worried. She's, like, texting our doctor friend, I guess.
My doctor, yes.
I was thinking about getting pizza later that night.
Oh, my God.
And what I was going to eat. And then I started thinking about you, and I was like, oh, man.
Oh, I'm so glad that when you think of pizza, there's a small part of you that thinks of me.
I could see Dad. He was getting really emotional. He wanted to, like, cry, but he's a real man, so he can't cry in front of women.
I think his excuse was that as a kid, he cried so much he no longer has tears.
Yeah.
Don't you remember our scenarios that we always put him under? We're like, what happens if I die?
Yeah, we always tell Dad, what's going to happen if Carl dies? He's like, oh no, I'm going to go insane.
I'm going to become homeless.
I'm going to become homeless. And I'm telling him what's going to happen if me and Carl dies. He's like, no, yeah. Where did he do? Where to? He's like, I'm going to die.
He's going to die in life.
Jump off a bridge or something.
Then we're like, what happens if we all die?
And you survive. He's like, no, I have no reason to live. I just kill myself.
Then we're like, what if we don't let you die? Oh, good times.
So, yeah. And yeah, there people. I heard Dad say that they wanted to take you by helicopter or something. And Mom has a big fear of heights and helicopters, but if it came down to riding a helicopter to save your life, then she was like, "Yeah, I would get on it." It's just crazy.
Dude, I would be terrified going in a helicopter. It would be the saddest thing for me. The first time I ever go on a helicopter, I'm being shipped off to another hospital to my death.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it. We went to say our last goodbyes, expecting it to be our last goodbyes. And then some doctor there was actually like, "Nah, man, we still need to make more studies before shipping her off anywhere."
Nah, dude, we got yelled at by the hospital trying to send you over.
Yeah, they tried to send her over, but I don't know what they did wrong. They didn't do the test or something. What's wrong with this doctor? The first doctor, the dude, but they just messed up and almost shipped Carl off on accident without even getting the test.
He wanted to ship me off so that I could be St. Petersburg's problem. So, like, he didn't even care that they didn't do the test, even though he knew that they didn't do it.
Jesus.
He just wanted to ship me off. He was literally like, oh, yeah, we're going to ship you off by ambulance, and they're going to do the test there, and they're going to do all the thingies over there.
This guy's evil.
And then the pediatrician was like, oh, yeah, we called, and they, like, yelled at us. They're like, you Beards have the equipment. You have the time. You ain't shipping no one anywhere.
This sounds like an evil doctor. Call him out.
I would, but I forgot his name. I just know his face.
What? How does he look like?
Arabic.
Arabic?
Or Indian. Somewhere in...
Oh, does he look like the guy? The professor space guy? From Space Chimps?
No.
There's that one guy.
No, I'll show you what he looks like.
So yeah, that happened, and Carl ended up staying at the hospital. She ended up getting a room, which is way better.
Overnighted.
Yeah, overnight, which is way better than being shipped off far away to St. Pete. And this resulted in us staying at home all alone without Mom or Carl. And it was a very lonely night because Mom always cooks for everybody. So I don't know what we even ate. Oh, we ate leftovers, and I ate a Subway.
I saw your Subway.
Yeah, everybody ate leftovers, and I ate a Subway. It was a great Subway. And yeah, it was just a lonely night. It just didn't feel right. Even Nina could tell something was wrong. Even Nina could tell something was off. She didn't even come to the room or anything.
He looked like this guy.
Oh, cool. Some random guy.
Some random guy.
What happened over?
Lonely night.
And what happened overnight?
Well, first of all, what did happen? Oh, first of all, I couldn't sleep.
Why not?
You guys came, and you left me my dinner.
Yeah.
And I ate my dinner.
Yes.
And then me and Mom kept watching the TV together.
How nice.
And then, in the middle of watching TV, the nurse just bursts into the room, and she literally swung the door open dramatically, and she was like, you can do an MRI right now. And I was like, oh my lord, this is like the type of stuff you see on TV.
Jeez.
She's like, it can happen. I was like, Jesus.
A light shines on you and your hair starts flowing.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
The chosen one.
It's like the Rosa de Guadalupe.
This is a blessing.
It's like that mom from the show. She's like, I don't know. And then, of course, I'm stunned. I'm like, MRIs are never performed at 12 a.m. So she unhooks me from my IV, and then I wobble on over, and for the bed that they transport me in, it's a huge bed. And they, like, have my own personal blanket on it, and I was like, oh my god. And then they transport me to the MRI room. The guy transporting me, I don't remember your name. You were chill and you really calmed me down before taking my MRI.
What did he say?
He just talked to me like if I was a person.
Cool.
He was like, "Oh, what you in for?" I was like, I had a fever and a headache. And then he was like, "You have anything to eat?" I was like, "Yep." I saw your options. There was a peanut butter jelly sandwich. And he was like, "Is that truly peanut butter jelly sandwich? The world may never know." He was really cool, really chill, and he really did calm me down.
What happened at the MRI? Sum it up.
I got there. I got dressed in the little, what's it called?
Robe thingy, I don't know.
I don't know what it's called either. That thingy. You know the thingy.
Sure.
And then I was strapped down again, but this time even worse because 2 pieces of plastic were put on me. I was given a stress ball, and then I was shoved into the most claustrophobic space you could ever conjure up in your mind. I couldn't move, not for a second, not for a milligram, not a centimeter.
And they said they were gonna give you like music and talk to you.
Oh yeah,
to calm you down.
beards. The music was very overpowered by the noises from the machine. She did warn me, but I was like, okay, the music is gonna cover most of it up though, because she was like, just ignore it, focus on the music. I was like, okay, I'll do that. Yeah, no, the music was so overpowered by the machine. I could not hear the music anymore. I had a country pop, and I just heard some guy going round about, and then when the machine started, I just it sounded like gunshots, and then like
Jesus.
there'd be like a few 5-second before the next sound came from the machine, and I'd just hear the guy round around back again. I was like, oh hi guy. And then for my last one, which was my brain, because I did 3, that's why I was in there for so long. It was my neck, my spine, and then my brain. And for my brain, she told me that I was moving, even though I wasn't, and it was the machine that was moving, and not me, because I was as still as possible. She told me that, and then after that, she never put my music back again. I never heard him again. He died.
I thought you would get an option or like a choice to pick your songs. Or
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Then what didn't you pick?
I told her just the most calming thing that you can possibly conjure up. I even mentioned maybe some violins or something like that.
Are you kidding me? I told you what to listen to.
Dude, my brain flatlined at that moment. Do you know the machine that I was staring at? I was like, I need to go in that?
Dude, there's these albums I've told Carl to listen to because they changed my life forever. The Carter 3 by Lil Wayne.
I would have been excited and I wouldn't even have heard it because the noises were so loud.
It's amazing.
It was the noises.
Kodak Black, Project Baby 2. Masterpiece. Changed my life in 2017.
The noises were too loud to hear anything.
Oh yeah, and then after that, what happened? You went back to sleep.
I went back to the room, very traumatized. I was hooked up to IV again. Oh, something I didn't mention was that beforehand, before I got my room, I was given medicine.
Yeah.
Benadryl and composite or something like that. Not composite, not the other type of composite. Another type of composition or something like that. And then another medicine. I don't remember what it's called. And, it did a number on me. I was given a lot to deal with my pain.
Yeah.
And Rosa said that the Benadryl coupled with the IV that I was getting made my whole body spaz out. So, I was tired and I wanted to sleep, but at the same time my body rejected that and said, no, I do not want to sleep. I will get up now.
Sounds like steroids or something.
And my body just kept, jolting up.
Cool.
Not cool. It was not fun at all.
Sounds like you're having like a mini seizure.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. And then I took a 5-minute nap somehow, and then after that I was wheeled to my room. So, anyways, continuing on. After the MRI, I was wheeled back to my room, very traumatized. And then the rest of the night was just trying to get sleep.
Yeah.
But it was impossible because what happened to your eye? Because the machine that was giving me my IV was broken. And it kept beeping all throughout the night.
And no one came over to help or fix it.
No.
You didn't call. You didn't call the doctors with the call button or anything.
I did.
Jesus. This is my poor review of Memorial Hospital. I give it a 2 out of 5 stars.
I don't know. Did you hear the beeping?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how it went from like beep 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 to beep beep beep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it did that multiple times, and like the first times it went beep 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 and then beep 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 beep. I thought somebody has to hear this beeping.
Yeah.
You can't just let me die like that. That's not. You can't just let me die like that. It's your job to save me. Nobody came.
This is so sad to hear.
So I had to press my little call button, and she's like, I hear you beeping. I'll send someone over. Like, this poor reception lady, whoever you are, I am so sorry. She had we didn't even speak words to each other. All she just heard was beep, 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 beep.
Personally, I wouldn't let that slide.
What am I gonna do?
Get up.
What the?
Fix it yourself. That's what I would have done. Uh-huh. What else?
Yeah, that was the whole night.
And then the next morning, you got results back, right? Or what?
I guess you could say that, yeah. I had brain malformation, as I said before, and as I restate now. I like to say that my brain is too big brain. I have too much of a big brain. So much so, it doesn't want to fit in my skull.
And then the next morning, Tuesday morning, at like 5:30 in the morning, me, Dad, and my aunt all had to get up because we were taking her to the airport in Tampa because she was leaving back home.
By her, he means our aunt, not me.
Oh, my aunt. Yeah, sorry. And it was it was just a painful ride to be going so early. But I will say this: I'd much rather go early than night. I hate going in the nighttime.
Why?
I hate going in the nighttime because it's just like I'm not 100% there, but I'm also not like 80% there. But when
are you there?
I'm never really fully there whenever we do these long travels. Because I love to drive, but I'm not 100% there because I don't sleep well. When we go in the morning, I feel a little bit more energized than in the night. In the night, I feel really tired, and I feel like I'm 70% there. But in the morning, I feel like I'm 80% there. I think one time in the middle of the day is when I really felt like 100.
Well, yeah, it's the middle.
Speaking about my lack of sleep, what did they tell you about what you have to do to improve your health and all that good stuff?
Is actually be on a schedule and, not be a child.
Yeah, apparently it's bad, the lifestyle we're living.
Yeah, not dib, Sherlock.
Everyone turned against me when we were back here at the house. They were like, "Come on, man, you have to go out, eat earlier, and go to sleep earlier because that's the good thing to do." I don't know. I don't see the reasoning behind it. I guess I'm glad eating at 1 in the morning, but apparently that's not something people do.
You have to get your 8 healthy hours
Dude,
of sleep.
I sleep 4 to 5 hours maximum.
That's not healthy.
I'm up editing videos.
That's still
I'm
not
editing
healthy.
vlogs. I have a migraine right now. I think I actually have a migraine or something. My left eye is in so much pain.
Exactly.
But I'm really good at hiding it, so good for me.
Not good.
So what
This
happened?
is what you need to prevent.
Shut up.
This is what you need to prevent.
I don't want to start this right now on the
This
podcast.
is what you need to prevent.
We are live. Please do
We're
not.
not live.
We're gonna be live someday. And please don't start this.
I'm starting this right here, right now.
God.
Right here, right now. You have to be better. This is an intervention.
Jesus Christ. What are you gonna intervent my life?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a famous quote by a famous dog. He has his life, I have my life.
My life.
My life, my life. Max Goofy.
You need to stop this.
What?
Not sleeping correctly.
Oh, I don't want to sleep. I hate sleeping.
Fine, I'll knock you out.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, after like 100 punches.
You want to test that?
No. I find the things I find a waste of time that I really wish I didn't have to do. Go to the bathroom and sleep. I would say eating, but I love pizzas and cheeseburgers and chicken wings and all that good stuff. I love it.
So you love food.
I love food. So I wouldn't say that. But I hate going to the bathroom 3 times a day for like 20 minutes because that's my reality. I go to the bathroom 3 times a day and I always poop. I never just pee. Because if I only pee, I would go outside in a tree or something.
Poor soul.
And I hate spending so much time there. I waste so much time. And sleeping, I feel like I sleep so much and I just waste time. And other people are doing stuff productive and I'm just not doing anything. I'm losing time. And that's the one thing I can't regain ever. No amount of money, nothing can regain time.
By not sleeping, you're taking away your own time.
Me life?
Yes.
Oh well.
You're shredding it. You're your own reason why you're rushing.
I'm my worst hater.
You are! You're your own reason why you're rushing.
I have so many white and gray hairs that are gonna come out.
They're already here. You used to have 1. I see 3.
Oh my god.
Some say it's still 2, but I see 3.
Every time I shower, like 5 pieces of hair come out.
You're your own reason to rush.
Yeah? So?
Stop.
What?
Stop.
I did stop once and I got very depressed.
No. Stop with the unhealthy lifestyle. Start with a healthy one.
Ooh, you want me to eat vegetables and carrots?
That's healthy doesn't just mean what's going on down here. It's also what goes on up here.
How? No one can see what you just pointed at. You're like
well, there's not much up here, okay?
my face,
No.
my neck,
No.
my head,
There you go.
the outer.
No.
Ah.
The inners.
All right, so yeah, that happened, and then Carl came.
What the?
What?
Whatever.
So yeah, that happened, and then Carl just got released from the hospital. It was pretty chill, and yeah, we got a CD.
I'm going to be suing the hospital.
Oh my god, why?
Because I was drugged, and then I was forced to sign something. Yes, me, a minor.
Oh my goodness.
Sarasota Memorial Hospital, pack your bags. I'm going to be taking all your money.
So much for all the people they're treating cancer and everything. They're about to get real soon, and all the money's gonna be gone.
Dude, seriously though, everyone except that doctor and that one person who made me sign some forms. All of the rest of the people were so nice.
What would you give Sarasota Memorial Hospital a rating out of 5 stars?
I was gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I'll give you a 4 out of 5 because there was that 2 employees and the MRI sucked.
Cool. I used to. Is it true that a child's signature doesn't work at all? Like 18 and below? I thought it would.
From last time I checked, in law, and when in law, it's literally the rest of life.
Mm-hmm.
It's void because of the fact that you don't have consent over yourself yet, or you don't have, what's the better term? You still apparently aren't the age to have consent, quote unquote.
And what
In
about
any
the
legal.
what about the FSA? And every time they make us sign, they make everybody sign.
That's not in law.
What? So I don't have to sign it.
No, you do have to sign it, but
Screw you.
your signature isn't in law. It's in
Ah.
school.
No, that's messed up.
It's still in the districts of school, so technically your signature can't be void.
Speaking about school, Carl just quit school, I think. Right? Or what happened?
I have no clue.
So pretty much the doctors were trying to discuss something with mom about potential online/homeschool for Carl, because this is an illness that does affect her attendance to school because she gets these massive headaches in the morning and she just can't go.
And also, my appointment schedule coming up
Yeah, there's a lot.
looks like a train wreck.
There's a lot of appointments, so she's gonna miss a lot of school in the month of December, January,
Literally everywhere.
and yeah, they're suggesting homeschool, which is crazy because we always used to make fun of the homeschool kids. We'd be like, haha, you're losers, you couldn't handle regular school. And now I have a potential homeschooler in my own home. This is crazy. What are your thoughts on homeschooling or online classes?
I might need it. I probably need it.
Aren't you gonna miss like your friends, the experience?
Oh no, yeah, a million. But like, at least it isn't senior year.
Senior year?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh shoot! Screw you.
This is sophomore year. I'm gonna have another junior year, and it's probably gonna be the same as sophomore year.
Yeah.
But senior year, that's the one I ain't missing. At least one of us has to live the senior experience.
Guys, I missed my senior year of high school because of COVID. I was in online Zoom because I wouldn't get vaccinated and my mom wouldn't let me go to school. So I missed prom. I missed all of that. It was just so sad. That's one of my biggest regrets to this day. That I never got a chance to experience a proper high school senior year. So sad. And all when my junior year was going so well, and then COVID came. How sad. Anyway, where were you? Homeschooler. Carl is a homeschooler.
I'll at least have a senior year. I'll at
Screw
least
you.
have a senior year.
So what? Your friends know about this already?
2.
Oh man, what did they say? No, don't go.
They're like, oh, but I guess if you're ill and gonna die, I guess, I'll see you.
Didn't some kid check on you today?
Yes.
What did they say?
They're like, hey, yo, you good?
What you said?
I was like, no, but, that's life.
That's life.
That was nice.
I wanted to pull a prank on him, or whoever this is. I wanted to pull a prank on them and just be like, hey, this is her bro. She didn't make it. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been cruel.
That would have been awesome at the same time. We could have put it in the vlog and everything.
That would have been cruel.
We could have set up a fake funeral.
What the?
And then you jump out of the casket and be like, prank. It's a prank.
And then I'd be like, I am terminally ill though, so I'm going to have to actually use all this money to fund for my my wish, my
Bro,
wish.
That would have been the greatest video ever. Pranking Carl's friend into thinking she died.
You would essentially be pranking my science class because he was checking in on me for my science class.
Jesus.
Which is like my class where most of all my friends are.
So yeah,
Just my little hub.
So yeah, all of that happened to Carl, which is very sad. Hopefully you get better, Carl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You'll get there someday.
Thank you.
Did you hear this about Spotify? Podcasts are available on Spotify. Songs are available on Spotify. This is an ad for Spotify. If you love music, podcasts, anything, Spotify has it all. Woohoo. Thank you, Spotify, for sponsoring.
Even we're on. No, we're not.
No, we're on Spotify yet. But Spotify users will be getting Spotify users will be giving users personalized messages from their favorite artists. I think this means like your favorite artist on Spotify are gonna write like something personal to like a fan or something to the fans in general. And I just find this very cruel to me. Like, my top 5 Spotify artists aren't even alive anymore.
I just realized, because I was like, what happens on the ones that...
I don't even have anyone to write to me anymore. This sucks.
Name your top 5, go.
I guess Sia could write to me.
Top 5, go.
I think it was Beatles, X, Sia, Juice WRLD. I think it was Frank Sinatra.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, my top 5 are almost all gone.
Only one's alive.
Yeah, Sia's alive.
And then I guess Beatles,
Paul and Ringo, if they want to write something to me.
That's so sad.
Are your favorite still here? Is Will still alive?
Yes, Will is still alive.
Will Smith is like dead to me, but I guess he's alive to you.
Yeah, my artists are still alive that I know of.
Let's keep on talking about Spotify. So Spotify Wrapped just came out. Spotify Wrapped is pretty much just a rewind of this kind of thing. It just highlights the most important things of the year, what you've listened to the most, and what you haven't, and everything like that. So this is my 2022 Spotify Wrapped. My top artists this year were the Beatles,
of course,
XXXTentacion,
Dundo,
Sia, Juice WRLD, and Frank Sinatra. And I played a total of 27,419 minutes on Spotify. And my top songs were Righteous by Juice WRLD, Que Maldición by Banda MS and Snoop Dogg, Circles by Post Malone,
we were just listening to it,
Estos Celos by Vicente Fernandez,
of course,
and I Want You Back by the Jackson 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And my top genre this year was rap.
Rap?
Yeah.
Rap?
Yeah, rap.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that one.
And comparing it to my last one, last year, my top artist last year, the Beatles,
of course,
Sia, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and John Lennon. And my minutes last year were 37,765. And my top songs were Help, Here Comes the Sun, Bad, Burning Love, and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And my top genre was Beatles K or something.
Beatles K.
It was literally just the Beatles' own genre. That was my top genre.
Okay, I see why they would think rap has been dominating this year.
Yeah, and the minutes went down by like 10,000 because I've been investing into CDs now. I'm entering the CD game. I have a bunch of CDs of some of my favorite albums of all time. It's fun just hearing music how people used to listen to them. If you wanted to hear your favorite song, you have to go through the whole CD. And vinyls as well. I'm trying to get more into vinyls. I recently bought 2 vinyls. One is Janis Joplin's Pearl, with the album. One of the last albums. Put out like a couple months after her death. And the original, I think this is a vintage McCartney 1. Paul McCartney's debut studio album, McCartney 1. I think I found a vintage one. It looks really old.
And beaten up.
And it was like $1 something.
It's little and broken.
It's crazy. This is McCartney 1. This is an album that showed Paul McCartney's incredible solo work. It was the beginning of so many hits and so many albums. And it's crazy that I found it in a No, just a regular thrift store. I want to keep on investing in that stuff, and I want to expand my music genres and everything like that. Recently, I'm trying to get into Led Zeppelin, and I'm gonna try to get into Pink Floyd. I
I like
haven't I haven't touched Pink Floyd.
I like how different our ways of expanding are.
What?
Because you're going into Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd, but the ones I'm going after right now are more swing and blues.
Cool. I'm also expanding into Mexican music. Los,
Been there, done that.
Los Tigres del Norte. I think they're like the Mexican Beatles, in my opinion. They're like the Mexican Beatles. Their songs are nice and short and straight to the point and very great. They can literally write a song about anything. They can write a song about a hole and then just make it catchy. Make it a catchy hole.
Catchy home.
And yeah. But this is like they're like the Beatles that survived. Like none of them died or anything, and
Oh
they
my
just
God.
kept on going. And it's crazy.
Just keep going
And
at it, man.
I got their CD with Los Dos Plebes, Los Tigres del Norte, Los Dos Plebes, a masterpiece of an album. I listened to it 3 times on the car ride to Tampa and back. It was such a great album, and it also brought a lot of memories to Dad, because he used to listen to the songs as well, and he loved them. They talk about everything, anything. Alcohol, heartbreak, love songs, Pablo Escobar's death, and all this real music. It's real music. It's not aimed to become chart-topping songs or anything. It's not like pop. It's real music with real stories, cuz these guys are from Sinaloa. That's where real men are from. Mexico, Sinaloa. We don't know anybody from there because, well, most people die there.
Dad says that anyone who escapes Sinaloa goes on to become big businessmen who negotiate and know what they're doing and would never hang out in a place like this.
Yeah, a real Sinaloense wouldn't be here in Sarasota just chilling at the beach. He'd probably be getting stuff done. I would love to talk to someone who's Sinaloense. So if you guys know anybody, if you have an uncle, a brother, a parent, or even a grandparent that's Sinaloense from Sinaloa, let me know. Let's get him on the podcast. I'm trying to write some Spanish music, and I might need some help from a real Sinaloense.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, 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 wink.
Blinkety, blink, blink.
Cartel members, watch out! I'm coming after you with my diss tracks.
Guys, I've been starved yet again. I just want everyone to know that. Also, the food that I had at the hospital beforehand, I had a hot dog and I had chocolate milk. The hot dog had this sad little bunch of, I don't even know what to call them. They were like sad condiments.
Guys, here are the words of wisdom. Soy el jefe de jefes, señores. Me respetan a todos niveles. There.
Who said that?
Los Tigres del Norte, bro. The jefe de jefes. The boss of bosses. Alright, guys. I have a big migraine. I'm very hungry. And I just want to rest. Maybe. My form of resting is eating. And then gaining energy and just going back at it. But, yeah. This is it for today. This has been another episode of
Young and Opinionated.
Yeah, guys, keep Carl in your prayers,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you.
Everybody, pray for Carl.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start a Make-A-Wish for her GoFundMe account.
Thank you.
Please remember Patreon.
Thank you.
Patreon. Every single dollar you pay a Patreon will be used.
Make a wish.
Really
Make
good.
a wish.
What is your Make-A-Wish? Where do you want to go?
I want to meet Tigres del Norte.
I wanna meet
Los
Gordon-
dos carnales.
I want to meet Gordon Ramsay. I want to meet John Cena.
I want to meet Will.
Will Smith. At long last, you'll be reunited with Will Smith. You heard that Will Smith come out and get Carl. She just wants a hug. Alright, I'm done. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.